Hey everyone, Sword Art Online Fractured Daydream is in full release and it is still absolute chaos on the Steam Deck, but it is absolutely beautiful as well. Huge thanks to Bandai Namco for giving us a key so we could test this out on the Steam Deck, and I'm very glad that they did so. After playing the network test online, we had high hopes and definitely have remained up there. Story mode does play exceptionally well, and we can even push TAA with temporal anti-aliasing to get over 30 frames per second with pretty much everything on low with medium textures. However, when we try those settings online, it is a bit of an issue. Sub 20 frames per second after the initial load, and the cache does catch up. It doesn't really go above 25 very happily. So we have to ditch the temporal anti-aliasing on this one, unfortunately, to play online and bring in the FXAA, and capping this at 30 frames per second with VSync off is the best, but it does mean that you can then push the texture filtering as well as textures to medium as well to counteract some of that anti-aliasing issue, because FXAA definitely does bring in some fuzziness, which you can counter with the medium settings. Even with the boss fights and 20 players all in a confined area, it will hold that 30 frames per second very well. There is no input latency and it feels absolutely awesome. Okay, it does dip under that 30 on some brief occasions, but you're going to be so consumed by what's going on in front of you, you'll never notice those dips because you can't feel it in the input latency either. Good news as well for offline, you can actually play the story mode offline completely on the Steam. You get a big warning telling you exactly what is and isn't available, but at least you are able to play through the story if you do lose connectivity, and it's not complete loss to have to be online all of the time. With the settings, even with the big boss, we are getting 30 frames per second very happily, and it is more than playable with so many effects going up on your screen. Seeing this at 30 frames per second and still looking crystal clear is an absolute joy. There's quite a lot of grind on this game as it is all instance based, but at least you know that you're going to be able to have a great time on the Steam Deck. Let us know if you're going to be diving into Sword Art Online Fractured Daydream on the Steam Deck in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.